In a recent video, we found out that the 42nd Street shuttle is the faster option for people wanting to go crosstown on 42nd Street, and in the comment section for that video, I saw some suggestions for follow-up videos, one of them suggesting that I find out which express line will save you the most time when compared to their local counterparts. In this video, we'll be covering the A division. Now, obviously, there are a lot of factors that play into how much time an express train can save you, like delays, but in this video, we're just going to be comparing the local and express trains according to the MTA's official schedules. So, let's start with the 7th Avenue line. As all of you know, the 1 train runs local while the 2 and 3 trains run express. So let's look at how long it takes for a southbound 1 train to get from 96th Street to Chambers Street. Looking at the 806 out of 242nd Street, it takes the train 25 minutes to get from 96th Street to Chambers Street, arriving at 96th Street at 8:34 a.m. and arriving at Chambers Street at 8:59 a.m. For the 2 train, we'll be looking at the 741 out of White Plains. It takes the train 17 minutes to get from 96th Street to Chambers Street, arriving at 96th Street at 8:36 a.m. and arriving at Chambers Street at 8:53 a.m. And for the 3 train, should we even be looking at that? It should be the same time as the 2, so I'm gonna skip it. So in the southbound direction, the 2 train will save you 8 minutes over the 1 train. Now let's look at the northbound direction. For the 1 train, we'll be looking at the 1627 out of South Ferry, which arrives at Chambers Street at 1631 and 96th Street at 1656, which means in the northbound direction, it also takes 25 minutes. Okay then, let's look at the 2 train. The 1555 out of Flat reaches Chambers Street at 1630 and 96th Street at 1646. So in the northbound direction, the 2 train takes 16 minutes, meaning it is 9 minutes faster than the 1 train. And once again, we won't be looking at the 3 train. So now that we're done with 7th Avenue, we'll be switching to the Lexington Avenue line. On this line, the 4 and 5 trains run express, while the 6 train runs local. Looking at the 8 o'clock out of Woodlawn, the train arrives at 125th Street at 8:31 a.m. and Brooklyn Bridge at 8:57 a.m., meaning it takes 26 minutes to get through Lexington Avenue Express. Looking at Lexington's local line, the 6, we're going to be looking at the 812 out of Parkchester. That train arrives at 125th Street at 8:30 a.m. and Brooklyn Bridge at 9:04 a.m., meaning it takes 34 minutes to get through Lexington Avenue local. On Lexington Avenue, the express beats out the local by 8 minutes, but that's in the southbound direction. How about we check the northbound? Looking at the 1617 out of Utica, it arrives at Brooklyn Bridge at 1639 and 125th Street at 1700. Meaning it takes 21 minutes to go north on Lexington Avenue Express. Looking at the 1619 out of Brooklyn Bridge, it arrives at 125th Street at 1650, meaning it takes 31 minutes to go north on Lexington Avenue local, so the express wins by 10 minutes. So in the A division, the expresses will normally save you about 8 minutes in the southbound direction, while in the northbound direction, they'll save you about 9 minutes. Now, of course, maybe the expresses aren't always the best option for you if you want a seat on the train or if there's delays on the express lines, but generally they'll save you a good amount of time. Now, I didn't include the 7 in this video because it runs peak direction express service, and I would have had to include the 6's peak direction express service and the 5's, and you know, that's a bit complicated. So we're just sticking with the trunk expresses today. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to see a B division version of this video, like, subscribe, and consider supporting me via channel memberships or super thanks. Special thanks to Stuart Guberman for supporting me at the 2 Broadway tier, and Damien's Transit and Health Bar videos and the West Farms Foamer for supporting me at the Train Operator tier.